Ever since I was a child, all I've ever wanted to do was watch a story like The Evil of the Daleks. Ever since I saw raw footage of the story on the older DVD releases, which was released in the Doctor Who Classic Series range by BBC and 2Entertain. So it was very nice when we finally got a release of The Evil of the Daleks many, many years later on DVD. What's a DVD, you ask? Oh, well, it's one of those things that you pop into a thing called a DVD or a Blu-ray player. Basically, it's this thing called physical media, but a lot of people are becoming more and more unfamiliar with this term these days as they are used to something called streaming. So here we have The Evil of the Daleks, one of the stories that I've always wanted to be animated for a DVD release, following on from many of the other Patrick Troughton stories that we've had animated via the same treatment over the past few years, and this is a wonderful DVD release. So as ever, we're going to start off by taking a look at the artwork, and right off the bat, I've got to say, what the hell is all this artwork all about? The logo looks all right, and you've got the Jodie logo at the top there, but what is all the rest of this all about? It just feels so bland. You've got the companions at the side there just feeling a little bit left out, and then you've got the second Doctor here, and he looks a little bit more like Wurzel Gummidge, a character that was played by John Pertwee, who played the third Doctor. And then, you've got the Dalek Emperor just in the background there, looking all snazzy. Looks like he's part of a disco. So I've got to say it, this cover isn't all that, and it doesn't really advertise the story too well. It doesn't do the story all that much justice. Now, as ever, like a lot of the other DVD releases that have received this animated treatment, this is 3 discs. If we just take a quick look at the side, you have the slip case, or a spine, as many refer to, and, that looks okay. And then at the back, it gives you all the info about what this story is all about, and it gives you all the stuff about the special features. If you're familiar with all of my DVD reviews that I've done in the past on my channel, then you know the drill here with these classic DVDs. Of course, this is a slipcover, so if I just remove the slipcover, what you get is the same artwork, which again, I'm not a fan of. But something does save this, and that is the fact that if I open this, you have reversible artwork. Now here is the real artwork. All of those dedicated Doctor Who fans who have been collecting all of these DVDs for the past 20 years will know that this is the real way you should display this DVD. Of course, you can also collect the Blu-ray or Steelbook versions. I wanted to collect the DVD myself because I am quite the purist. I've got to say it, the reversible cover makes this 10 times better, and it sort of makes the main artwork much, much better, which is really strange. As I said earlier, this contains 3 discs, so you have disc 1, which contains all of the episodes in animation, which are in black and white, and you also have the original episode 2, because that is the only episode which survived in the BBC archives. On this 2, you have all the episodes again with a few bonus features, but this time they're in colour and all the episodes have been animated, which is something that the team didn't have to do, but they did it anyway. And then we have disc 3, which has even more bonus features. On the inside, as ever, we have a booklet which details everything you need to know about this particular story, along with how the animation was made and all your behind-the-scenes stuff, etc., etc. The back of this looks far more relatable to all of those Doctor Who DVD collectors out there. It gives you all the details of the story, and you have all of your classic insignias such as the roundels, which is what happens when you reverse the cover for this particular DVD release, and of course a lot of the more recent DVD covers which have featured the Jodie Whittaker logo. So it just reads, Patrick Troughton stars in the recreation of the lost classic from 1967. The TARDIS has been stolen, marooned on Earth in that year, 1966. The Doctor and Jamie set out to find the missing time machine. Their investigations bring them to a mysterious London antique shop where all the antiques all seem to be brand new. Kidnapped by the antique shop's owner, the Doctor is then brought face to face with a very old enemy, the Daleks. Working from a house in Victorian England, the Daleks have a new master plan to conquer the universe, and in order to carry it out, they need the Doctor's help. And it just says here, the original 1967 master recordings of the Evil of the Daleks were lost soon after the programme's original transmission. However, audio-only recordings of all 7 episodes have survived and have been used here to create a brand new, fully animated presentation of a lost classic. And the special features, and I've alluded to this before, includes episodes 1 to 7 in colour, episodes 1 to 7 in black and white animation. You also have original episode 2, and you have your audio commentaries by various cast members and people behind the scenes. And you also have the Evil of the Daleks audiobook, which was narrated by the Fourth Doctor himself, Tom Baker. We have a photo gallery, animation gallery, episode reconstructions with optional commentary from Frazer Hines, The Last Dalek, an assignment with Grim Evil, which was an interview with Chris Thompson. We have The Dalek Factor, making of. We have episode 1, 1968, introduction in audio, and we have the PDF ROM content. So a lot of those special features will be familiar to many long-time Doctor Who DVD collectors, including myself, and there's also some brand new ones. So there's plenty on offer here for this physical media release, and the runtime for this, of course, is about just over 2 hours long, because what you're getting here is 7 episodes which are around 25 minutes to half an hour long, and you've also got different aspect ratios. You've got your 4:3 as well as your 16:9, which I think is a really great option, particularly for a DVD release. Like the Fury from the Deep DVD release, this is certified carbon neutral. A lot of the DVDs and Blu-rays and a lot of physical media in general go with this stance now, so we no longer have the grey spines at the top, and it is what it is. It is to save the environment after all. So my thoughts on this DVD release are as follows. Get this DVD release. Brief thoughts on the story. The Evil of the Daleks is a brilliant story from the Patrick Troughton era. Though it's not quite as good as The Power of the Daleks, I still think that this is a very good second Dalek story for the Patrick Troughton era, and in fact it's the last Dalek story within the Patrick Troughton era. This story has done a lot of justice by the animation, and forgetting all what I said about the front cover, like the actual front cover, which you see on the slipcase here, this is a really strong animation. I think that the animation team really gave it their all here, and it is definitely one of the best ones that have been done out of the last few years. We've had really good ones like the Macra Terror, we've had the Faceless ones, Fury from the Deep, and this one really does rank right up there if you include all the ones that have been done ever since the first attempt, which was the Invasion for that DVD release back in 2006. As I said earlier, when I was far younger, I was desperate to see a story like The Evil of the Daleks be added to my DVD collection. Little did I know that it would take many, many years for this to happen, but fortunately, as the vast majority of this story is lost, I thought it might never happen. But here we are, many, many years later, with a DVD Blu-ray and Steelbook release, and overall the animation really does complement the story. Whether you get it on DVD, Blu-ray, or the much sought after Steelbook, it's entirely up to you. What you got is great content, both in black and white and in colour, as well as some really good special features. It's what you expect with a proper Doctor Who physical media release. This is a release that I was happy to finally get my hands on after so many years of waiting. All that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment below, tell us what you think of this story and the physical media release in general. Did you enjoy this? Did you find the special features great? Did you like the animation? And if you're new to the channel, then you're very welcome to subscribe. As always, take care guys, and I shall see you for even more Doctor Who content on this channel.